Breaking news. The Kansas City Chiefs may be on the verge of trading their star offensive tackle, Orlando Brown Jr. After months of speculation, new reports suggest that Brown Jr.'s time with the Chiefs could be coming to an end. But what does this mean for the Chiefs' future? How will this trade impact their chances of repeating as Super Bowl champions? In this video, we'll dive deep into the trade rumors, explore what the Chiefs stand to gain or lose, and take a look at potential landing spots for Brown Jr. Stay tuned as we analyze what's next for the Chiefs and the man who's been a key player in their offensive line. Over the past few weeks, rumors have swirled around Orlando Brown Jr. and the possibility of a trade. Multiple sources are now reporting that the Chiefs could be looking to move the former Pro Bowl tackle. But what's fueling these rumors? Some of it is related to Brown Jr.'s contract situation, while others point to the Chiefs' plans to potentially reshape their roster. It's clear that the speculation isn't just idle chatter. There's real talk about the Chiefs making a bold move. Orlando Brown Jr. is currently playing under the franchise tag for the 2023 season, meaning his future with the Chiefs is far from guaranteed. The franchise tag has given both the Chiefs and Brown Jr. some breathing room, but it also means that negotiations about his long-term contract have been put on hold. If Brown Jr. isn't able to secure a deal with the Chiefs, a trade could be the next logical step. Let's take a look at his current contract status and the looming deadline that may force the Chiefs to make a decision. If the Chiefs decide to move on from Orlando Brown Jr., what's the reasoning behind it? The Chiefs' front office is no stranger to making tough decisions, and while Brown Jr. has been a reliable player, his contract situation might force their hand. By trading him, the Chiefs could free up much-needed cap space to address other positions of need. More importantly, the Chiefs would have an opportunity to secure a player who better fits their long-term strategy moving forward. Let's break down what the Chiefs currently need. They've already made several moves this offseason to strengthen their defense and receiving core, but their offensive line is still a point of focus. If they trade Brown Jr., it could open the door for a more affordable option at left tackle, which could allow the Chiefs to use that cap space to upgrade elsewhere. The question is, will the Chiefs be able to fill that void with the right replacement? One of the biggest considerations for the Chiefs is the financial impact of a potential trade. Orlando Brown Jr. is slated to earn a hefty sum this season, and trading him would immediately relieve a significant portion of that burden. However, the Chiefs would need to factor in whether the cap savings outweigh the potential loss of a key player on their offensive line. Let's take a closer look at the numbers and what kind of financial flexibility trading Brown Jr. could provide. So, who could step in if Brown Jr. is traded? The Chiefs have a few options internally, but they may also explore the free agent market or look for a trade partner to fill the void. Players like Lucas Niang and even rookies could get a shot, but will they be able to perform at the level of Brown Jr.? And if the Chiefs decide to look outside the team, there are some intriguing names that could be available through trade or free agency. We'll dive into who might be a good fit. Let's talk about where Brown Jr. could end up if the trade goes through. A few teams have been linked to him in recent weeks, with strong offensive line needs and the resources to pull off a deal. Teams like the Chicago Bears, Miami Dolphins, and even the New York Jets have been mentioned as potential suitors for Brown Jr., but what would he bring to these teams? How would his playing style fit with their systems? How would trading Orlando Brown Jr. affect the Chiefs' future? On one hand, the trade could give them more flexibility to address other critical areas of the roster, but on the other hand, it could create a gap in their offensive line that's difficult to fill. If Brown Jr. is traded, the Chiefs will need to ensure they don't sacrifice their Super Bowl aspirations for the future, and that balance will be key in the decision-making process. One of the key factors driving the potential trade of Orlando Brown Jr. is the Chiefs' long-term roster construction strategy. The Chiefs have managed to build a Super Bowl contending team while carefully managing their salary cap, and trading Brown Jr. could be part of this overall strategy. By moving a high-priced player, they would have the financial flexibility to bring in younger talent, boost other areas of the roster, or make key signings during the season. The Chiefs are known for their ability to maximize talent at every position, and this move could be a critical step in maintaining that approach moving forward. While Orlando Brown Jr. has been an important part of the Chiefs' offensive line, his departure would raise the question: how crucial is the offensive line to the Chiefs' offensive success? The Chiefs' offensive line has often been a topic of discussion, at times criticized, but also celebrated for stepping up when it matters most. Mahomes' ability to perform in high-pressure situations often comes down to how much time he has in the pocket. Without a key player like Brown Jr., The Chiefs' offensive line will need to step up and prove it can maintain the same level of protection and push in the run game. The Chiefs' window for winning Super Bowls remains wide open with Patrick Mahomes at the helm, but every year that passes, it becomes more crucial to make the right moves. With Brown Jr.'s potential departure, many fans are wondering, how will this impact the Chiefs' Super Bowl aspirations? If the Chiefs manage to trade him for the right assets, they could bolster their roster in other critical areas, such as cornerback, defensive line, or wide receiver. However, if they don't find a reliable replacement for Brown Jr., it could put added pressure on the team in the long run. Another important factor in this potential trade is the upcoming free agent market. With the trade deadline fast approaching, the Chiefs will need to assess whether to trade Brown Jr. now or wait for the right free agent to come available. Some analysts suggest that there could be better opportunities in free agency for an offensive tackle replacement or another crucial piece of the puzzle. While trading Brown Jr. would provide immediate cap relief, the Chiefs will also be looking at free agency as an opportunity to make some key acquisitions. What role will free agency play in shaping this decision? One of the most fascinating parts of a potential trade is the reaction from both players and fans. How will Orlando Brown Jr. react to the trade rumors? Will the Chiefs' other players rally behind the decision, or will there be concerns within the locker room about the team's future? Fans, too, have strong opinions on this matter. Some believe Brown Jr.'s departure could hurt the offensive line's cohesion, while others argue it's a smart move for the future. In this segment, we'll explore how the fans and players are reacting to the possibility of this trade and what it means for the team moving forward. The Chiefs have a history of making bold moves, whether through trades or strategic signings. They've shown time and time again that they're not afraid to pull the trigger when it comes to reshaping their roster for the long term. In this segment, we'll look back at some of the key trades the Chiefs have made over the years and how they've impacted the team's success. From the Alex Smith trade to the move for Frank Clark, the Chiefs have never hesitated to make moves they believe will strengthen the team in the long run. Will trading Orlando Brown Jr. be another step in the Chiefs' winning formula? Looking ahead to the NFL Draft, the Chiefs could use any potential trade assets they gain from moving Orlando Brown Jr. to bolster their draft stock. The Chiefs have been known for their smart draft choices, especially in terms of selecting young talent that can contribute right away. If they trade Brown Jr., they could have more flexibility in acquiring a top-tier prospect or filling an immediate need. However, will they go for an offensive tackle early in the draft, or will they look to address other positions? This trade could be pivotal in shaping the Chiefs' approach to the draft. At the heart of every decision made by the Chiefs front office is one simple question: how does this move affect the long-term success of the team? Trading a player like Orlando Brown Jr. could be a move for the future, even if it means taking a step back in the short term. The Chiefs have a strong foundation with Mahomes, Kelce, and their coaching staff, but they need to ensure they have the right pieces in place for the years to come. This trade could be part of a larger vision for the team's long-term success, but how will it fit into that puzzle? Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty. What could the Chiefs get in return for Orlando Brown Jr.? The ideal trade package would likely include draft picks, but don't be surprised if they're also looking for a player to fill an immediate need. The Chiefs are unlikely to settle for a deal that doesn't significantly improve their roster or set them up for future success. Teams will have to offer something substantial, and it will be interesting to see what the Chiefs value most in a trade, whether it's future assets, a player, or salary cap relief. To sum up, the potential trade of Orlando Brown Jr. is a major storyline for the Kansas City Chiefs. Whether it's a move to free up cap space, make the team better, or set them up for the future, this trade has big implications. Will the Chiefs trade Brown Jr. and find a suitable replacement, or will they decide that his presence is too important to the team's success? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: the Chiefs front office is always thinking ahead. What are your thoughts on the potential trade? Leave your comments below and be sure to hit that subscribe button for more updates and Chiefs analysis.